Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Last night, Rams versus the 49ers. The Rams beat the 49ers 12-6. And this is a story that's been everywhere last night as well. Bronny James in the G League dropped 30 points last night. They lost to the Valley Suns, but he did drop 30.
Well, that's good for Bronny. Dropping a clues bomb for Bronny. You know, it's crazy. I got a group chat that be hating on Bronny James so much. They don't never talk about nothing good that he did.
No.
I didn't wake up to that this morning.
No, didn't wake up to that.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but he dropped 30. Good morning, Mimi.
Good morning, NV, Charlamagne, Jess. How y'all doing?
Peace, Mimi.
Good. Happy Friday. Okay, so let's get right into it. Mayor Eric Adams is making headlines this morning following his closed-door meeting with the new incoming border czar, Tom Homan. In a 10-minute fiery press conference following the meeting, he repeated his plan to help federal immigration officials detain certain people and says he is examining executive powers to allow city law enforcement to work with federal immigration officials about criminal activity in the migrant community. Let's hear what he had to say.
I'm not going to spend hours answering your questions over and over again for you already to have your preconceived notions and your distorted views on what I have articulated. We're going to protect the rights of immigrants in the city that are hardworking, giving back to the city in a real way. We're not going to be a safe haven for those who commit repeated violent crimes against innocent migrants, immigrants, and longstanding New Yorkers. That was my conversation today with the border czar to figure out how do we go after those individuals who are repeatedly committing crimes.
Isn't that what's supposed to happen? If you commit crimes, you should be deported. That's not controversial, is it?
Right.
If you're working hard, giving back to New York City, you're welcome to stay. That's not controversial, is it?
Not at all.
Yeah, I think the controversial part comes in, though, where he is talking about using his executive power to work with, because it's a sanctuary city, to work with ICE to deport, and they're not exactly sure what that looks like. So I think there's a lot of just trepidation on exactly what that's going to look like. Adams had said that the city made serious threats in the past that allowed violent offenders, especially dangerous gang members, to remain on the streets. So he's clarifying his effort that he will not target undocumented immigrants such as dreamers. And then meanwhile, at a Republican event earlier this week in Chicago, Republican donors, border czar Tom Homan, he was also there. He says that Chicago will be ground zero for mass deportations. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson has repeatedly vowed to protect the city's sanctuary status and the migrants that it's welcomed. Now, due to that stance, Homan, he came to Chicago with a message for Mayor Johnson. Let's hear what he had to say.
He impedes us. If he knowingly harbors and conceals an illegal alien, I will prosecute him.
So he said if he impedes us, if he knowingly harbors illegal aliens, I will prosecute him. During that same event, he went on to call the mayor trash, the governor of Chicago, J.B. Pritzker, trash. And as you heard in that soundbite, he is threatening to prosecute if anyone gets in his way of his deportation agenda in Chicago.
Oh, I know a lot of people in Chicago happy about that. Like, salute to the homie Zoe. Remember Zoe that we had up here? Like, her and other activists, you know, like herself, they've been raising hell and sounding just like him about the illegal migrants and the mayor and all the other government officials in Chicago for a long time.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. So, and turning to Washington, where President Biden made a historic announcement yesterday, granting clemency to thousands of Americans. It's a decision drawing both praise and renewed questions about his broader approach to criminal justice reform. Now, Biden commuted the sentences of nearly 1,500 people who have been serving lengthy prison terms, which, of course, would have been shorter if they were sentenced under today's current laws. So he pardoned 39 people, most of whom were convicted of nonviolent drug offenses in their early teens, their late 20s. And while most are celebrating this move, some Democrats are pointing out that Biden's actions left out notable figures like former Baltimore State Attorney Marilyn Mosby. Now, she was convicted of mortgage fraud and perjury earlier this year. Of course, civil rights leaders and members of the Congressional Black Caucus, including Attorney Ben Crump, Angela Rye, and Reverend Al Sharpton, have all urged Biden to pardon Mosby, arguing she was a political target of President Trump. And yesterday, House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, he echoed that call during an appearance on MSNBC's The Readout. Let's hear what he had to say.
President Biden has to evaluate these things on a case-by-case basis, but at the same time, go as big as possible, including looking at examples of aggressive prosecutions as it relates to people like Marilyn Mosby.
Yes, I agree about Marilyn Mosby. I said that yesterday.
Definitely should have pardoned her.
And I do like the 39 pardons of nonviolent crimes that he did, but he needs to go further because he's the proud architect of the 1986 Anti-Drug Abuse Act, and he's the proud architect of the 94 crime bill. So you need to pardon everybody in federal prison for a nonviolent weed offense. How about pardoning everybody in federal prison for a nonviolent drug offense? That's what you should do because your legacy is trash, President Biden. I don't know if he knows that or not, but his legacy's garbage. It's in shambles. I don't care what these old black people say.
He doesn't remember.
Man, shut up.
Right. What's the legacy?
I don't care what these old black people say and these Democrats say. His legacy is trash.
All right. Well.
So he needs to do something to correct that, is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, they say it's not over yet. They said that while he hasn't commented directly on Mosby's case, he has hinted at taking more steps in his final week to come.
Yeah, what you mean it ain't over yet? It's December 13th. He ain't got much longer.
He's got about another month and a half.
Well,
no,
you better
Charlotte?
figure it out. Yeah, about a month and a couple of weeks.
Month and a week or so. Month and a week, right? 2 weeks.
You better figure it out. The clock is ticking.
Yeah. Clock is...
Okay, relax.
The clock is ticking. On all levels.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Relax, yo.
All right. Well, that is front page news. Thank you, Mimi.
All right, coming up, we'll talk more about a Florida woman who was arrested on serious charges for a copycat phrase used by the United CEO health murderer.
Wake that ass up.
In the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Now, last night, Thursday Night Football, Rams, the 49ers, 12-6.
Drop on the clues bomb for Bronny James, man.
So, you know whose birthday it is? You can get excited about this. Taylor Swift.
Oh.
Why do I care that it's Taylor Swift's birthday?
Oh, I thought you was a Taylor Swift. I thought you was a Swiftie.
I don't know what made you think that. You ain't never heard me say nothing.
Well, happy
like
birthday
that.
to Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday to Jamie Foxx. Drop on the clues bombs for Jamie Foxx.
Morning, Mimi.
Morning, y'all. All right, so if y'all are like most Americans and are waiting for those grocery prices to lower, you may be waiting just a little bit longer. In an interview with Time Magazine, President-elect Trump said lowering the grocery prices will be, quote, very hard, but he does predict they will drop. He stopped short, though, of tying his presidency to the price drop. He's blaming high prices on energy and supply chain issues. And of course, throughout his campaign, Trump frequently blamed the Biden administration for rising grocery prices and promised to make food more affordable once in office. Now, Trump is also Time Magazine's Person of the Year. He was selected for what the magazine called a comeback of historic proportions. And under pressure from President-elect Trump, FBI Director Christopher Wray is breaking with tradition and he's resigning before the end of his term. Now, Wray announcing he'll step down at the end of the Biden administration amid criticism from Trump, who has already named his choice, loyalist Kash Patel, to lead the department. Now, if you remember, Trump picked Wray to lead the FBI in 2017, but since then, their relationship has taken a turn. And in a recent interview with NBC's Meet the Press, Trump criticized Wray for his role in the FBI's investigation into classified documents at his Florida estate. Let's listen to what he had to say.
Can't say I'm thrilled with him. He invaded my home. I'm suing the country over it. He invaded Mar-a-Lago.
Now, Wray's resignation comes with 3 years still left on his 10-year term, which has lawmakers concerned, of course. Senator Mark Warner of Virginia said He worries about the precedent that this sets. FBI directors, they are set up with 10-year terms, so they are not falling into any undue political influence. But I think we've passed that point. What do you guys say?
Oh yeah, we definitely passed that point. I want to go back to what you was talking about with the grocery prices. Like, America's going to be extremely pissed off 18 months after inauguration if those grocery prices aren't down. If those grocery prices aren't down by the midterms, the Trump campaign going to be in a lot of trouble. They have all the power. He's got control of all the branches of government. They have no excuses not to govern and get done everything they said they wanted to do. If they don't show up for the voters are absolutely going to turn on them, because as he said, I was on the press over the weekend, that's what he ran on. He ran on one word: groceries. Okay, people want to have more money in their pocket. If that don't happen, you're gonna see voters revolt. Watch.
But when you're dealing with somebody like Trump, does he care?
What do you mean, does he care?
Does he care what people think? He's in there for his own agenda. Does he honestly care about if people like him, not like him, or anything like that?
Oh, I mean, I don't know if he cares. I know the midterms is in a couple of years, so you got to do what you got to do what you said you're going to do for voters, or the voters are going to take their votes elsewhere. So if you want to maintain that control, maintain that power, you better show up for the people. Because if not, the midterms, they're going to make other decisions, and in 4 years from now, they're going to definitely make other decisions.
Yeah, you're right. And now he's saying it's, quote, very hard. So that's a quick turnaround from what he was saying on the campaign trail. And switching gears to Florida, where a 42-year-old woman is facing serious charges after allegedly making a threatening remark during a phone call with her insurance provider, Blue Cross Blue Shield. Now, according to police, Brianna Boston was disputing a denied medical claim during the call when she said, "Delay, deny, dispose, you people are next." Now, this phrase was recently, of course, found on the ammunition used in the killing of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson in New York City just over a week ago. Now, she's been charged with threat to conduct a mass shooting or act of terrorism.
Well, she earned that.
Goofy.
Yeah, she definitely did. I don't think that you can say those words to a healthcare, anyone at this point right now, but definitely not to a healthcare provider while you're dealing with a denied medical claim.
I just don't understand why everybody making so light of the United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson getting killed. And listen, let's even forget what he is, right? As a United Healthcare CEO, all I see is a father walking in New York City to go his job.
Correct.
And he got gunned down.
And he doesn't own the company. Now, mind you, he doesn't
That's
own
what
the
I'm
company.
saying.
He's hired to do a job. He does not own it.
I don't understand why people are celebrating him being killed, because at the end of the day, like I said yesterday, he's dead. His kids don't got no father. That 26-year-old Luigi or whatever his name is, he's gonna be in jail for the rest of his life. And the healthcare system is still the same today.
Nothing changes.
The health company's still denying claims and everything today. So what did that accomplish? And why are you happy about him being gunned down like that? It's just weird where we are as a people now.
Makes no sense.
And then, damn, right before the holidays, they got his kids and his wife.
Man.
Damn.
Yeah, for sure. And just speaking of holidays, have you finished any of your holiday shopping yet?
Girl, I'm still doing it. I gotta get some stuff for my little sister.
I'm done. I tell you, I did everything the other day, right online. But I thought about you the other day too, right? Because you was asking for something for your dad, and I just happened to look in the garage, and it was a brand new box of what you was looking for your dad. I don't know if you got it yet. We'll talk behind, because I don't know if he listens. But I found a brand new box. If you want it, you can have it.
Definitely want it, whatever it is. I don't even care. Nice. Please contribute.
I'm about to start hiding in the bushes on the FedEx and the Amazon people, because there's a clear sign that tells y'all to bring the packages to the front door, and y'all do not be bringing the packages to the front door, and they leaving the packages under the sign, and I'm starting to feel disrespected. 'Cause I think why are you leaving them under the sign on purpose? You know what I mean? It's not like you got to walk. You can drive up the driveway. So I don't understand. Like, it's just disrespectful at this point.
Well, listen, y'all, with the holiday season in full swing, those deadlines are approaching. So to make sure you get those holiday cards, those packages in the mail in time for Christmas. If you, I don't know about Amazon and FedEx and what's the other one, UPS, but if you are using the United States Postal Service, there are a few key dates to keep in mind. Your last day to send regular first class mail is December 18th. Priority mail is December 19th. Express items should be sent by December 21st in order to make it on time for Christmas. So you'll want to get those. That's all basically next week.
That's right.
So yeah, guys. So that's your front page news. I'm Mimi Brown. Follow me on social at Mimi Brown TV. And for more news coverage, follow the Black Information Network or download the free iHeartRadio app and visit binnews.com. Morgan will be back next week. Thank you guys so much for having me.
Thank you, Mimi. You held it down this week, man.
Yeah.
I'm sad that it's your last day.
Thank you.
But you and Morgan
Thank
work at the
y'all.
same company.
Yep.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, maybe y'all can share. I don't know. Maybe.
Okay. I would like that. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Mimi.
All right.
Happy
Bye,
holidays.
y'all.
Happy holidays.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.